Welcome to the morning show. Hey, to the morning show, baby. We got to make this shit make sense. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. It's another day. It's the beginning of a new day, a new week, a new time. Listen to me, everybody. You got to stay focused out here. Time's going to get hard. But you know, today's topic is the red hot news. Our world is in chaos. Yep. Got to report on the news. These stories that I've been reporting to you for the last month and a half starting to come to a head like a pimple. We're going to bust that thing wide open, baby. Make it make sense. Welcome to the morning show, my people. Now, listen to me, baby. We got to talk about some things. But first of all, for everybody out there that's facing hard times in your life, find a way to stay positive because everything must pass. Listen to me, people. We got to talk about Miss Tiffany. Ooh, Lord, Henya. Yes. That's part of the topic, baby. We got to do it. You see, we got to make it make sense. But there's a question I want to ask after I play these videos. Miss Tiffany and Miss Fanny Willis. You see? Listen to me, my people. Them lies we told, they ain't holding weight. You know? So, but I have a problem with something I want to discuss with my people. That everything is not always race driven. Sometimes it's just your bad behavior. Make it make sense, people. And that's what we're going to talk about today, baby. Now, listen to me. I don't care if you're blue, green, orange, purple, yellow, whatever you got going on, baby. If you're in the business of doing wrong, let's talk about your own than the color of your skin. Let's make it make sense, people. Accountability is what I'm talking about. Peep it out, people.
Y'all got false narratives out there. And y'all
Now listen to me, the mayor of Illinois Town slams trustees for criticizing her high salary demands and use on public dollars. And if you don't know, let me just say this to you too about Miss Tiffany. Her seat, if it gets up for, somebody to actually win that seat, they're trying to put in $25,000 salary. Why Miss Tiffany, Henya, make 200K a year. You got that? So that's what they're trying to put in law there, baby. But you know what? I guess we could do whatever we want to do when we get in power. Good morning, Central Marie, baby. We got to make it make sense. Now listen to me, people. Miss Tiffany off that chain. You hear me? Pay attention, my people. Listen to her. Not about the bad behavior. Spending them people money, baby. And haven't given any receipts. Documentation, paperwork, that part. They didn't get that. Since September. And what we in? January, February, March. Oh, Lord, we in March, baby. We're in 2024. Make it make sense.
should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman.
This ain't about being black and being a black woman. This about bad behavior. We get them B's mixed up, people. Behavior and beliefs. You believe if you get in a position of power, your behavior ain't got to be checked. Listen to me, people. Nobody got to hold you accountable for that bad behavior. Let's talk about what you're doing versus the color of your skin, baby. Make it make sense. Because that's the part we talking about. You got that? You see? You ain't deprived of anything for being in that position like that. I'm not saying that don't live. Margaret Pill would say some dumb shit. I would never say that. But why do it always boil down to this when you are red-handed doing dirty shit? Make it make sense, people. Nobody talk about that? That part? Okay, come on now. Make it make sense, people. Bad behavior.
That's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. All the stuff that y'all did to get people to come to our community, to just diss and down our community. Shame on y'all. Because when I want to attack and take any of y'all seats, I run. I run for the seat. I don't do smear campaigns. I don't do all this.
But the seats ain't got nothing to do with the color and your behavior. See, I see. This is what we do. We create the narrative in society today when bad behavior is on display and we don't want nobody to actually, tell us nothing about how we're acting and how we running business. Well, if that's the case, baby, you should have had your own money versus playing with them people and money out there, baby, in Illinois. That part. So then you ain't got nobody got to ask you nothing. but you're taking dollars from the community and spending them as you please. We're gonna get into that a whole lot more. But my point I'm making to you is why is it always it's like it's a black thing. It's always got to be a race thing. Not all the time. You know, it exists, but that's not real. We use this as a crushing society today to actually like accept bad behavior and not hold people accountable while they're doing dumb shit. Yeah, you a black woman doing dumb shit. That part, right? That's true. That's true. But don't forget about the dumb shit. That part. You got that? Make it make sense. It ain't always about the color of your skin. Sometimes it's the things you do, and they just happen to be your skin color. That part, make it make sense.
Mess. It's nonsense. Because at the end of the day, we still got to live in this village. Oh, well, y'all don't live in the village, but we still got to live in the village.
Listen to me, my people. We got this habit in society today. When we don't want to be accountable for bad behavior, we play the card. We do. It does. It's true. You know, not that it don't exist, but the fact is that, you know, not all the time it's the reason why, you know. But you can't be playing that card when you're the person that's doing something wrong. Don't tell me what somebody else did. Worry about what you did on this side of the street. Don't worry about what's over there. How do people used to say? You know, and when you point over there, they got what? 3, 4, 5 fingers pointing back to you. Accountability. That's the part we're trying to get you to understand, not the color of your skin. That part. But it gets better though. Fanny Willis played the same game. She went to church. Praise the Lord on it, baby. Hey, make it make sense. We can go to the church and say anything. Just lie. Watch how they lie.
Confused. I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate.
See, now that's a lie. You get up there with them great people in the church, talking about you appointed 3 people, and you paid them all the same. Documentation say otherwise. Make it make sense. Just lie right there in the church. Really let people go in there to make us out of foolery. We got to make it make sense, people. And this was happening in our churches today. We can just come up there and say all kind of things. She did not pay them that money, all equally the same, right? I want to hear these people name, see, versus the color of their skin. Let's make this shit make sense, people.
They only attacked one. I hired one white woman.
One white woman.
A good personal friend and great lawyer.
What's her name?
A superstar, I tell you. I hired one white man.
What's his name? I'm just asking. I want to know the man's name. He white. Okay, we got that. What's his name?
Brilliant, my friend, and a great lawyer. And I hired one black man.
What's his name? See, we know his name because that's the one you got a connection to. We got to hold him last. Make it make sense. You see, you can't say you're not playing the race card, right? When you didn't even say these people's name, you said the color of their skin in the place of their name. Make it make sense, people. Welcome to the morning show, people. This is what society do. Let's talk about your bad behavior, having a relationship with this man who's still married. That part. Yeah, that part. But then you're in the church too, you know, and then you got that going on. So now you can't stand on business, and the people in the church let you come up there and they clapping a round of applause, but you're telling all these lies. See, this is the problem I have with our society, right? They have a tendency of making a mockery of the things that people really stand for and believe in. You see, your walk in life. Let's just hold this shit down right now. Make it make sense, people. Married man, you messing with him on a date. Yeah, you got intimacy, that part. Yeah, that ain't church like. You know, stealing money, doing all kind of that ain't church like. Sitting there lying, telling them people that you paid them all the same thing. That's not church like. You're lying. I mean, come on now. What we doing? You see what I'm saying? We don't hold people accountable for bad behavior. Let's talk about why you at the church. That part. Baby, we got to make it make sense.
Another
we got to make it make sense.
A great friend and a great lawyer. Oh Lord, they gonna be mad when I call them out on this nonsense. First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now.
And you is. And you did. And did.
But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one? Isn't it them playing the race card when they constantly think?
And by the way, they question all. That ain't true. They question the one that you had a relationship with. That is true. But they pulled up the paperwork of all the other people too. And we saw the discrepancy of pay. Something like $100 more an hour. Make it make sense. And it happens to be the one that you was involved in with a relationship. That part, don't miss that. Tell the church.
I need someone from some other jurisdiction in some other state to tell me how to do a job I've been doing almost 30 years. God, why don't they look at themselves and just be honest? I mean, can't they keep it 100 with themselves?
You hear this? Keep it 100 with themselves. You on the pulpit in the people church and you ain't keeping it 100 with yourself. This is what I'm saying, people. We got to stop this, baby. Hashtag, what are we doing? We got to make it make sense. Let's continue.
Why are they so surprised that a diverse team that I assembled, your child, can accomplish extraordinary things? God, wasn't it them that attacked this lawyer of impeccable credentials? The black man I chose has been a judge more than 10 years.
They didn't attack him. They attacked the relationship that you got with him because you paid him money. The him is the person on the other end of receiving these great people tax dollars. You got that? From Fulton County. We talking about the money. And the money leads to him and you on vacations. Bahamas, cruises. That there? We forgot about that? Oh, okay.
Private practice more than 20. Represented businesses in civil litigation. I ain't done, y'all. Served as a prosecutor, a criminal defense lawyer, special assistant attorney general.
That got nothing to do with anything.
Won Chief Justice Robert Benham Award from the State Bar of Georgia. You know, they ain't just giving this to black men. How come God, the same black man I hired, was acceptable when a Republican in another county hired him and paid him twice the rate? Oh, y'all ain't hear me. In another county, the elected official has the authority to pay him twice the rate. Why is the white male Republican's judgment good enough, but the black female Democrats not?
Because in the other counties, they appointed him, not just the person, like you did. You see? Other people was telling you that this person doesn't qualify. We don't know if that happened over there. You see? And it's not about paying them more money. The point you missing is that you was reaping the benefit also of the trips and the cruises by paying them that money. And you was in a relationship, baby, before we got here. Do you see how that sounds? Right? See that man over there who paid them people more money, paid him more money in their county? He wasn't with him on cruises. He wasn't traveling. Hotels, expenses, they wasn't doing. They wasn't in no relationship. Make it make sense. Let's talk about the real point while we're here. We gotta follow the money. Because we obviously ain't following it. Making sense. You got that? Crazy.
Now please hear me. I'm not criticizing his judgment.
Oh, you are.
The people of his county elected him to make that decision. In fact, let me put it on the record. He's someone I respect because he was always willing to hire diversity. He was just looking for quality. I don't care political party. They care about it. My only question is, why is it questioned then? Lord, now I want to be clear. All three of these special counselors are superstars. But I'm just asking God, is it that some will never see a black man as qualified, no matter?
You see? All we got is a bunch of colors being thrown. And you want us to believe that this is not a race game that you're playing right here. Listen to me, people. Hashtag. What it is? Your benefit. You got that? You benefited. You benefited. Let's talk about that part. You see? But no, we're not talking about that. Because see, that makes you have to be accountable. So we got to go to the church and try to be not accountable. You know? Just ask for forgiveness. And don't even tell them the truth. Just forgive me. Whatever I didn't tell you, just forgive me for that. That's the way of the world today. Anything you do, just forgive me. That's okay. We good. No, it's not. You see? We got to stop. Listen to me, my people. The reason why I want to talk about this too, because it's when you really have situations that racism is actually taking its place. We got situations like this that watering it down, right? Because we have accountability that's really not on display. We got her telling about all these colors and dropping these people, colors of their skin versus their name. If you pay attention to that sermon, we didn't hear one name, but we heard a whole lot of colors. It's like we talk about a crayon box. Make it make sense, people. Right? But you want us to believe that you're not pushing the agenda. And that's all. And is. Listen to me, my people. We got to start holding people accountable based on what they do. And stop letting them come up there and speak that crazy rhetoric, okay, about what they ain't doing. This woman went to the church and lied about everything. We got the paperwork, right? The jury in. We know you was in a relationship with a married man. That's already against God. That part. So when you're with the church, right? People, this is why people look at churches funny. Because we allow people to come into our world who believe in God like that. And just say anything, who don't walk like that. And we just hand them the mic. Because we're getting that offering. Make it make sense. Yes, I'm talking about that. Because that's the facts. There ain't no truth to that. We already know you didn't pay them people the same amount of money. But my point I'm trying to make to you, y'all, listen to me. We play the racist card, right? What are you deprived of in this situation? You the one who made the decisions. You see? It's you, not the color of your skin. You got that? And also, what goes around comes around. Now, they're trying to remove the whole case. Listen to me, people. Everything that go wrong with you in life, and you're not operating right? You just can't just drop colors out there and just say it's not racism. But you're trying to turn the situation from what you did and what you didn't do. Your role of protecting, the citizens' dollars, taxpayers' dollars, taking cruises and vacations, doing all kind of things. That's on you. Ain't got nothing to do with the color. I'm so tired of that, bro. It's like that's a crush. We want to just drop that. We're not saying they don't exist. But in this situation, your bad behavior is what we're talking about. That part? Yeah. See, we don't want to talk about that. And then we go, oh, yeah, Miss Tiffany. We got to make it make sense, people. Listen to this. Just listen to what I'm saying, people.
That's why it's called messy people. Misery needs company. And that's what these 4 individuals need.
Now, these the people that's on the panel, part of the committee, trying to hold her accountable. She called them miserable. They're miserable people, right? Because they want to hold her accountable for spending their money. Make it make sense. They everything. But we're going to continue. Let's go.
They need company. They need you guys to like what they doing, which is nothing, in the village of Dalton. And I try to point out every single board meeting how they neglect y'all, how they don't pay bills to that one vendor that asked to get paid. The trustees took you out of that warrant list. And I've asked them and begged them to pay y'all because you guys are doing the service of the people, but people not paying attention to that. Lights everywhere in our village, especially on the west side where Trustee Norwood live, but she voted no to take care.
Now listen, she pay people. She find a way to pay them and take care of them. Hey, listen, my people. Tiffany Hinya. She pay people. Now listen to them now. She made sure they get the money. All right now. Let's continue.
At the west side, where she stay, where they do that at? Either you want to service the people or you just here taking up a seat. That's why I tell everybody you are bench warmers. You're on the seat for just a limited time. And people got to remember this when election time come up. because them same individuals be at your door asking you for help. When you
And that's you, baby. Let's make it make sense. Now listen, she helped them. She said she helped them, y'all. I'm just saying now. We got to talk about it. It's help now.
Mayor Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor.
She's a self-described super mayor.
It's me, yes, me, super mayor.
Whose likeness can be
Pay attention.
seen hung across her small Chicago suburb and on her social media channels.
I am there for all my haters. It doesn't matter because I'm the mayor of all of Dalton.
But tonight, Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dalton, Illinois, is struggling to silence growing calls for
Struggling to silence. They're trying to veto her. You got that? They want her out of there. Right? And they want the FBI to investigate. That's why they're calling these committees. Make it make sense. Oh, yes. They're trying to hold her accountable. Pay attention.
an investigation into how she spends public money.
And I will be victorious when all the dust clear. You see, mark my words. So with that being said, I'm going to go into this veto message.
During a tense board meeting Monday, Henyard vetoed a measure calling for an outside investigation into her alleged misuse of public funds.
So now she's trying to veto it because those people right now have been looking for documentation, proof, receipts since September. The county was already in debt $7 million. You got that? You know, make it make sense, people. They just want the paperwork, you know, that part. Now, remember, she helped people get paid. All right now.
Calling for an investigation of Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
This after the village board late last month called for the FBI, the U.S. Attorney, and the Cook County Sheriff to investigate the village's finances, which trustees say the mayor is keeping under wraps while spending lavishly.
We cannot.
You see? She's not giving the people the paperwork. She's sitting up there talking about God and black woman and black this and black that. But you're not doing the job. Why God ain't getting them people them receipts that they've been asking for the last, 6 months? September, October, November, January, February, March. Listen to me, my people. We trying to play mind games with people. And people tired of that because they don't see results. The people up in there clapping. What? This is about being black. This is about doing a bad job. Bad behavior. They can since you got power, you can do whatever you want to do. Let's talk about that. But the people is standing on business. Yes, they are. Hashtag the village of Dalton.
Continue to stand for millions of dollars being wasted on trips and things that do not benefit the community.
Kiana Belcher is one trustee calling for that investigation.
What is it that you all say she's spending public money on?
We have not received a financial report since September of 2023.
Did you hear? We're in 2024. They're standing on business. This here about to get real for her. See all that lying? Doing all that crooked I tell you all the time, these people done got themselves in that situation because they knew you could be crooked and get away with it. But see, it don't work like that for everybody. You see? And it shouldn't work that period. But we understand what's going on. We understand that. Politicians, I'm just saying, that happens a lot. But the fact that when it's your turn, you want to point this situation to race. No. Point it to what you did and what you didn't do. Right? Let's have some accountability, people.
She alleges that last year, the mayor racked up $1 million in police overtime for her own personal detail.
$1 million police overtime for her own detail. Where are you going? Make this shit make sense.
Well, a weekend, possibly $27,000 to $30,000.
Did you hear?
20.
Listen, this money grow on trees over there in Fulton County. Make it make sense, people. We go outside, we chop it down, we print it up, and we just let it go and don't show people nothing that's going on with these tax people dollars. Is that right? Because that's what I hear since September, right? The great mayor.
$27,000 to $30,000 for a weekend.
For the weekend, yes. Last March, when we still were receiving copies of the card.
She also says the mayor spent $1.3 million
Because we have love on ice today.
building this ice rink.
Nobody can go over there unless she's having the event.
Did you hear? Nobody can go over there unless they're having an event. See, this woman is using them tax dollars for her own self-gain. We got to make it make sense. And we voting these people in. We got to get them out. See, this is why we look a certain type of way in the public eye. Let's talk about the real facts. right? Because you got to tie that to bad behavior. And you can't always use the color of your skin as your scapegoat in society. Sometimes you got to stand on business, all right? And take accountability for the things you did so that way you can become a better person, but just pushing it off as if it's just going to go away. That part, it ain't going to happen. They're already calling the FBI in. You taking money, doing all this for the money. People can't even go there. That's taxpayer dollars. That's not your dollars. But when you get in power, we starting to see it's all their dollars.
Meanwhile, Belcher says vendors contracted by the village say they're not getting paid.
They're not getting paid. Now, she said she paid those people and get their money and make sure that happens for those people, them great people of Fulton County. Make it make sense. Why they not getting paid? Let me rewind that right there. I want y'all to pay attention what's really going on. How it's all about Miss Tiffany. Yeah. What?
Vendors contracted by the village say they're not getting paid.
The banners or the billboards with her face on them, is that person not getting paid?
No, the person is not getting paid. It was 122 banners for $19,900 some dollars.
NBC News has reached out to Mayor Hendard, who, according to NBC Chicago, also works as township supervisor for a neighboring community, making a total salary of close to $300,000.
Did you hear it? That part. All this line. Ooh, cha. Jacking them people. That part. In debt. Creating more debt to look a certain type of way. Abuse of power, baby.
A year. So far, we've received no response. On Monday, the mayor alleged it's trustees and other officials who are doing the spending.
I didn't have no access to any bank account to make any decisions in our village. It was all up to them.
Meanwhile, at last check, Belcher says this village of 21,000 was $7 million in debt.
What? And still spending money like it grow on trees. Make it make sense, people. But you know what? It's not her money. I mean, you put this woman in, baby. I'm just saying.
She suspects that number has grown.
Again, no response tonight from Mayor Hendard, but according to her social media, she plans to launch a podcast on Friday, so we may very well hear more from her then. At the same time, the Chicago Tribune is reporting the FBI is in the preliminary stages of
FBI in the preliminary stages. You see? That bad behavior, it ain't going undone. The people up in there clapping. What?
An investigation into the village's finances. We reached out to the agency ourselves and they declined to comment. As far as next steps go, in Dalton, Illinois, trustees say they plan to override the mayor's veto of their call for that investigation at their next meeting, which is scheduled for April 1st. Tom.
Thanks for watching.
We got to make it make sense, people. Listen to me, people. At the end of the day, I want to say this to y'all. Bad behavior is bad behavior. That don't go away. You see? It don't. No matter what you do. Right? She went to the church. Oh, yeah. Let's make sure we put this on record too, my people. Make it make sense.
Hendard is facing a lawsuit of federal.
Lawsuit? Why she getting a lawsuit? What's going on, people? Boy, I'm telling you, Chicago, Chi-Town is going through it. Them people over there ain't playing. They got churches suing her now. Yeah, that part.
Mayor Tiffany Hendard is facing a lawsuit, a federal lawsuit, accusing her of discriminating against the church. Redeemed Christian Church of God Resurrection Power Assembly alleges the mayor and the village.
Listen to me, y'all. I want you to pay attention to something. This is when you know you're out of hand. All right? Watch the man tap him. Watch him put his hands on her. You know? You see it right there? That's letting her know you're doing too much. You see? Pay attention. Look at the hand. Look at it. Calm down. You're doing too much. Pay attention.
Resurrection Power Assembly alleges.
Look at his hand. Calm down. You're doing too much. They have a right to ask you questions. They're taking their money. Make it make sense.
The mayor and the village failed to apply Dalton's zoning code by preventing the church from renovating the building it purchased. The pastor said the church needed more space because attendance has gone up.
So now she want people to help her. But yet the church came in, did every documentation they need. And she's just holding it up. So now the church is suing her. Well, what about those people living? Them great people in Dalton County. Yeah. What's up? We not running about the pastors, you know. I'm just saying that part. Yeah, because we only use church when we're trying to, push a narrative. That part. It's only good, baby, when it's not holding me accountable.
A church has operated in Dalton for the past 10 years. We're waiting for a response to the lawsuit from the village.
Them people are suing. You see what I'm saying? Listen to me, people. This bad behavior, it's what it is, right? So now, this is the reason why people look at certain races like a joke. It's true. Bad behavior. They got to make it make sense. We do. And do. You see? And do.
Tense meeting in Dalton tonight as residents voiced their frustrations with the mayor and recent allegations against her. Mayor Tiffany Hanyard is accused of using village money for personal reasons as Dalton's unpaid bills have piled up. Now, some village trustees are calling for a federal investigation into her dealings. Hanyard has denied the allegations, but tonight residents calling out the mayor.
We don't need anything else saying that what you're claiming to do for the village. We need accountability. We need information on the finances.
Talk to him, sister. What she say? Hashtag what? Accountability. See, there are some people who understand what it really is versus the smoke that you're putting up in the air, trying to get people to believe in one thing, and when it's something else, that part, accountability.
I'm asking that you either step down.
Step down. Let's bring it back, baby. Accountability. Yes. That's the part. Not the color of your skin being the black woman. No. Doing the bad job. Craig.
We don't need anything else saying that what you're claiming to do for the village. We need accountability. We need information.
Accountability. Why is that word so difficult for so many people? You see? Hashtag what it is? Super mayor discrimination lawsuit. That part. Because that church so soon. Because they got business they got to be running. But who care about their business being successful or not? Sure not that mayor. Why? Because she not letting them people do what they need to do. They gave all the proper paperwork. Make it make sense. But you want somebody to worry about what you going on, but you don't care about what's going on with them? That part? Oh, that's right. See, that's exactly what power do. Forget about the little people who don't have it. So now we got to play the law against the law. Make it make sense, people. What?
On the finances.
I'm asking that you either step down or the trustees for the village of Dalton that voted you in to vote you out.
Now, you think them people up there care about the color of your skin for that badass behavior? Let's make it make sense. This is what we do. We call it moving a goalpost. We try to find something else to hold on to and deny or eliminate or revert the real point, the real conversation, the elephant in the room about what you're really doing and got people to buy into the shit that you ain't doing. Perception versus reality. Make it make sense, my people. Hashtag moving a goalpost. And them people ain't letting her do it, baby. They're standing on business. You see? And this going to be a problem. I'm going to keep this story live for you, baby. Bad behavior? Oh, no. Accountability. That's it. That's exactly what the lady said. That's exactly what they need. You're taking them tax people $1, doing whatever you want to do, and got the nerve to try to play what? The race game? No. Bad behavior. That part.
So after those public comments, Hanyard responded, calling the accusations false.
It's facts over fiction for me. So I will state facts, I will show receipts, and I will make sure that our community is back together as one. It amazed me how people can get together and come to a board meeting and just have hate in their heart.
They didn't got hate in their heart. Miss Tiffany, you're not a victim. You see? Hashtag race card. You're not a victim. So stop talking like you are. What you are is somebody spending them people money. Make that part make sense, baby. Spending them people loot. They got the nerve to talk about why they asking questions. Now they all miserable. because they want to hold you accountable for the shit that you're not doing. What the receipts at, Miss Tiffany? They've been waiting for that since September. When you gonna give it? We in the whole 2024. Exposure culture. You see, these people have been playing these games for so long. And now the time is up. Right? FBI, they coming in. That's right. Because they already say they expected you to do the same thing that you did in this situation. See, I'm only speaking for the people who are tired of people using them. Right? And using power to get it done. Make it make sense. That's who I'm talking about. You see? Got nothing to do with the color of your skin. Got something to do with you being a person that don't stand on business for the people and taking their dollars. You got me? Hashtag what? Receipts, please. Baby, make it make sense. What are receipts at, Miss Tiffany? Where they at? Huh? Just get the receipts so we can let it all go. You're holding on to them, trying to make them be different. Now, they ain't going to be that.
And not love on each other.
Hanyard said she wants future board meetings to focus on other issues.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago.
Man, we got to make this shit make sense, people. Listen to me. I brought this up because I'm so tired of people making excuses not to be the best they could be, or when they do something wrong, they want to use that versus talk about what they did wrong. You know, the red hot news, our world is in chaos. It's always selling a narrative that ain't really true. You see? That got some truth to it, but it don't mean it applies in every situation, right? How about you ain't doing a good job, Miss Tiffany, right? And you did wrong by them people money. How about Miss Fanny Willis? You ain't do a good job and you're spending them people money the way you want to. You see? See, all this become more because the lies you tell. Welcome to I say all this become more because the lies you keep telling yourself. And what the world is showing us is you're the only one that's believing in that. They got something that's called hashtag receipts, please. And these people are coming out with receipts from this bad behavior. Listen to me, my people. Stop allowing people to play on your emotions when they're out here doing everything wrong. Stop giving an amen. It's not needed. Stop buying into what people are selling us without taking the time to actually look at the situation for what it really is versus what a person telling you. You see? It makes you look crazy that you're signing up for some stuff when a person ain't even rocking right. I can't hear the truth because I know you're living a lie. I say I can't hear the truth because I know you're living a lie. Let's make it make sense. This is the red hot news, people. It's chaos in the world. We tell people any and everything we want to do, as long as it benefits, shoots our narrative, get it across. So that way there, we ain't got to be accountable. Make it make sense. And that is coming to an end. Ooh, child, baby. We got to make this here make sense, people. You see, this here is coming to a head, right? People in power who don't belong there, they need to be removed. We got to start paying attention. This is an election year of the people that you're putting in office. Because those people, baby, and ears, they control your destiny in your state, in your county. So if you're not putting people in place who can do the job effective, then you're helping your city, your state fail. So when things are going to get undone, that part, you can't complain about nothing because you never stood on business against people like that. Stop giving the amen. Stop saying that's right. No, it's wrong. Baby, welcome to the morning. And stop telling them what other people do. You ain't them. You see? Well, you know the rules are different. Maybe they are. But if you know something is wrong with something, why are you trying to play the same game if that's not you? Make it make sense. See, another excuse for not being accountable for bad behavior. You got that? Let's talk about what you're doing wrong that you hope somebody turn the cheek versus talking about how it could be wrong. Could be, it's one thing. It's a possibility, but we in the business of probability. What's the percentage, baby? Hey, welcome to the morning show of that being true in this situation when they got receipts. That part, you see? Hashtag, you are not a victim. Listen to me, people. I'm going to tell y'all this like this here, right? It seems like we're getting further and further away from our reality. People are playing all kinds of mind games in today's time, right? Doing it with the law. They're doing it on your job. They're doing it everywhere you go. So I suggest you start paying attention to every move you make. Because we're coming to a time in society right now where those moves are going to be accounted for. You see, all the bad behavior in 2023 is getting exposed in 2024. Baby, welcome to the morning show. So if you're out here rocking around, I don't care about who you're being with, but if you're selling a narrative to the world one way and you're operating a different way, I suggest you come on out right now, baby. Just do it to yourself. You hear me? Welcome to the morning. Just do it to yourself, baby. Because eventually, if you ain't living right, it's coming out. That's a fact, though. You heard me? We got to make this shit make sense. And right now, blaming everything on the race card, that shit ain't making no sense. Hashtag exposure culture. Listen, my people, y'all can go over to Rumble, hit the like button, follow Mongo Red Pill. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got those hours. We got shows coming soon. You got that? So contact us, baby. Look, subscribe, hit us up. This is what we're doing. If you got some kind of videos, posts, like a lot of people send me, please send it. You see? Because we want to talk about the things that's really happening, not things that didn't happen, and we using old excuses and trying to cross over new bad behavior, and it ain't the same. Like what your mom and them did. They did the best that they could do. But as long as you know that they did what they could do, you can't use that because the way you live today ain't the same way they lived back then. That part, listen, we got to stop making excuses. Accountability. So guess what, baby? 2024, you have to let it go. Exposure culture. Listen to my people. Let me go ahead and close here, baby. Margaret, let me go with the close, baby. This is the news right here. I want to bring that to your understanding because I'm so tired of people making excuses and justification for bad behavior, right? You know, I'm so tired of people using, you know, the race card as a crush. You know, once again, I'm not saying that it ain't real. It does happen. You know, I have been part of that. We get that, right? But you still can get places that you never got before. And right, wrong, or indifferent, however you feel about it. But every situation is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not always boiled down to the color of your skin. Can you please show us the work that you got appointed to do? Show us the receipts. Miss Fanny. You see? Miss Tiffany. That's all the action. But we're getting a whole lot of smoke and not that paperwork. We got a whole lot of things going on. But I always tell you, if it's that hard to figure out, then I know it's things that you done that's not right. We got to make it make sense. And now it's coming out. I'm telling you right now, people, 2024 exposure culture, right? If you live life right and stand on business, you start seeing things from a different perspective versus let somebody buy you in and bait you in to be on their team when they're not on your team. Make it make sense. Because all the people want to do is get them tax dollars allocated to the right positions, the right places, so they're not in debt. You already $7 million in debt, Miss Tiffany. So what's the real number now? Can we get the paperwork? You see? So it's a lot of smoke. And you can end this conversation by just doing the right thing. But that part, that exposes the truth. Listen to me, y'all. That's my final thoughts, my people. If you want life to be different, right? You got to hold these representatives to a real standard. You got to stop buying into this emotional stuff when the results don't mount up. You see? Listen to me, y'all. Holler at your peeps. You know, but send me no videos, let us post. You know, we could talk about it. I'll be back. You know why? Because the work ain't done, my people. You see? This is the news. But tomorrow topic, Oh, child, baby. Listen to me, my people. I want you to understand what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Yes, there's going to be a lot of men in their feeling with my Uncle Red Pill. But you know what? I'm in my feelings about them. So we're going to have to talk about it. You see? Little boys trapped in grown men's bodies. That's right. Let me say it again. Topic tomorrow. Little boys trapped in grown men's body. For all these women out there who've been trying to tell me, my Uncle Red Pill, why you don't talk about, well, we going to talk about that right now. Right? And other men, come on in. Because you can learn a thing or two. Because see the bad behavior? Listen to me. When you know better, you do better. But if you know better and choose not to do better, then it's on you. See, we can't play this mind game no more. Right? We got too many grown men acting like little boys. And the feminist movement helped them allocate that behavior. I tell you what, welcome to the morning. Listen to me. We adding the bed in that situation. And now we wonder why men ain't being men. Because you can do it by yourself. See, men was always in the business of hunting. Listen, I'm just going to give you a taste of it. You got me? And when we start to realize today that the hunt is over, the person that was known to getting hunted got to be the hunter now. You got that? Because the feminist movement didn't allow these bums off the hook. Welcome to the morning. Listen to me, people. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Now, for everybody, tell your people, it's up and it's stopped. Thank everybody for coming out. Everybody, listen to me, people. Life is what you make it. If you decide to play the game wrong, they'll be in your feeling when Raw come back to you. Because what you put out in the universe, it comes back full circle. We got to make that make sense. And thank everybody for coming out, baby. Like I always say, welcome to the morning show. Hey.